Hello, Tracy here, also known as MercyTiara, and today I am going to be sharing with you the content of our brand new kit. Da 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 da! This is our Joy Kit, which releases November 15th, giving you plenty of time to scrapbook for Christmas, to document some of those preparations before Christmas as well as over the holidays. As you can see, we have quite a handful of goodies here. We have a main 12 by 12 scrapbooking kit that comes with plenty of pattern papers, and there's a couple of pieces of cardstock this month as well, and a bunch of embellishments here that I can't wait to show you. We have an embellishment kit that adds a whole bunch of other goodies to the kit. They're designed to work together, and this is for those of you who just can't get enough embellishments. We have a really fun stitching cross-stitch embroidery kit here from Paige Evans that's available as its own separate product. We have a Vicki Boutin Peppermint Kisses 6x8-inch paper pad, which is great for adding some small scale details to your pages, but it's also really great for documenting smaller scale projects if you're doing a December daily or just kind of scrapbooking your holidays through pocket pages or traveler's notebooks or memory planning or mini albums. This will get you through. Then we also have a mixed media kit that includes some stencils, a stencil brush, and some of this beautiful Bow Bunny stencil paste, which is amazing. I used this at a crop one time and it was really, really great to use. So I'm looking forward to using all of these products. So let's start with the main kit, which includes all of these goodies that you see here. The paper composition for this kit is a little bit different than previous kits. There were some supply issues that we had to deal with. So I will walk you through the paper first, and I'll just let you know that it also comes with this set of foam stickers that I'll show in more detail in a few minutes, a set of letter thickers from Paige Evans. These are amazing. I can't wait to see them in more detail. We have some confetti mix, holiday themed. We have two doilies, two gold doilies, which will be fun to play with, and two sets of die cuts. One is a goodie bag from Vicki Boutin, and one is journaling die cuts from Sugar Plum Wishes, and three little paper clips that are also really cute, and I can't wait to show them to you. We had to do some last minute substitutions, and I'm really excited to show you some of the goodies that come in the main kit. We unfortunately do not have a cardstock kit this month, and that is what we had to sacrifice for our shipping issues. But I think that you will find that the main kit benefited from this problem this particular month. So we have a beautiful piece of red glitter paper, which is so wonderful for the holidays. This was going to be in the cardstock add-on, but we were able to put it in the main kit so that you can all enjoy this gorgeous glitter paper. And I don't think my camera is doing it justice. It's sort of looking very reflective on camera, but it is a smooth glitter paper. It looks kind of shiny on my screen, but it's not shiny. It's a beautiful glitter matte. I mean, it's shiny in that it's sparkly, but it looks kind of wet on my screen. It doesn't look wet. It's not glossy, is what I'm trying to say. So I think my lights are just a little bit too intense. But we get this beautiful piece of glitter cardstock, and we also get this piece of lime green paper that coordinates very nicely with the greens in some of the Paige Evans Sugar Plum Wishes papers. We have these, little hits of lime green every here and there. So I think that this paper is going to be beautiful for some matting. It might make some really nice punches or die cut shapes. And you could use it in all sorts of different ways. There are several papers that pick up on that lime green color throughout this kit. So those two. And then we have 11 patterned papers, and I'm going to walk you through all of them. If I fan them out, what you'll notice is that they sort of go from a more modern color scheme to a more classic or traditional color scheme. So these papers have that modern feel to them. They have the pinks, they have the lime greens. There are some blues and even some purples in these papers right here. They're not all from the Sugar Plum Wishes collection, and then the kit kind of transitions into more classic reds and greens in these papers. My intention here was to make sure that your layouts, and my layouts too, don't have a real samey feeling as you flip through your album for this season. And it allows you to mix and match and be creative with it. If you don't want to mix and match and be creative, you can just use like pages together. So you could pick out all of the Paige Evans stuff and use it together with each other. But if you'd like to mix and match, I'm going to give you some ideas on how you can mix and match. And then we have some of these more traditional papers here. So let's go through each piece individually. So this is my favorite paper in the kit. I adore this poinsettia floral pattern. I just love this. And I can imagine some people fussy cutting this. I plan to use it as a pattern paper, but I think it will make beautiful fussy cut flowers. But if you want the flowers and don't want to fussy cut, in our embellishment kit, we have a whole pack of floral and snowflake pieces from this collection. So that might save you some time. The flip side is a very usable tag pattern. They're 2.5 by 4, so they would fit beautifully in a pocket page pocket for 3x4s, but obviously they also work really well just as tags on your paper, on your layouts. You could even use some of these patterns. They're smaller scale, so you could punch out some shapes or die cut some shapes with these ones that are patterns. Really beautiful, very versatile. This is page, I think it's 7. No, this is 1 from Sugar Plum Wishes. Then we have this one, which is number 7 from Sugar Plum Wishes. I love this candy cane stripe, and one of the things that I especially love about it is that teal color in it, which picks up on some of the teal colors in the leaves here. So pretty. This is gorgeous. I love a candy cane stripe. Every holiday season, I need to have one of these in my life, and here it is. The flip side is all of these candy canes and candies and cookies all sprinkled almost in a confetti way on the back side. This is lovely, and I think that it works really well with a lot of the other papers. So this is one of the ways that you could mix some more traditional, some of the Paige Evans in with your more traditional. This from Cartabella is from Peaceful Christmas Flora. And this one has some beautiful reds and greens, and also it has some pinks, and it also has that bluey green as well that is in this pattern. Now these are very different art styles, but some of the items from the Paige Evans collection will mix and match very nicely with this because this is that bluey kind of a green. The flip side of this is this really beautiful sweater design. I think of a sweater when I think of this, but I guess it's just a repeating motif. It's really lovely. And of course, Cartabella has that beautiful textured cardstock. I'm not sure if my camera's going to be able to pick it up. Yep, it looks like it picks it up. And so this is more of a cardstock weight. And look, I mean, this looks gorgeous with these other ones as well. Next, we're back to the Paige Evans Sugar Plum Wishes collection. This is number 9, and it has all of these beautiful snowflakes. And here we're introducing some purple, which is a little unusual, but it works really well with the other Paige Evans items. You'll see some purple on this one as well. And I thought that it was a fun way to mix it up and add something a little bit different. It's also good if you want to scrapbook some pages that are not necessarily holiday or Christmas related, but just want to scrapbook general events. Snowmen, candy cane stripes, these things are not necessarily specific, and these florals and this, for example, are not necessarily specific to Christmas. They're very holiday, wintry kind of papers. So I'm looking forward to playing with that one. Then we have number 10 from Sugar Plum Wishes, which is this green paper with all of these beautiful old-fashioned ornaments. And this picks up on our cut file. So these are the cut files, just getting a sneak peek because I'll talk about them in more detail later. The cut file includes shapes that pick up on some of these shapes, these beautiful classic Christmas ornaments. So that's lovely. And here we have a hit of that green again. The flip side is, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I personally am in love with that lime green. So next we have from Crate Paper Hey Santa, we have this beautiful red and white polka dot. Reminds me of snowflakes. And then the flip side has all of these super useful cut-aparts. I thought these cut-aparts would make really great layers for using on some of these spreads. It has this green that has, again, a more of a blue shade to it. And it has lots of pinks and reds, and I think that it just works really well with so many of the other papers, especially these ones at the beginning of the kit. And then, of course, a classic, and it looks like a hand-drawn polka dot. You can't go wrong with something like that in a holiday-themed kit. Next, we have a paper from Have a Holly Jolly Christmas from Echo Park. This one is called Holly Jolly Holly. And look at that. This is just beautiful. Holly is one of my favorite holiday motifs. The flip side is a very understated red with little tiny white dots and snowflakes. It's so, so pretty. This would be great for matting and also just really great for layers. Love it. Next up, we have more from Have a Holly Jolly Christmas from Echo Park. This one is called Cozy Gingerbread House. And this is a beautiful plaid. I wanted to bring a plaid into this because nothing is cozier than a nice plaid blanket or scarf once the weather starts getting cooler. And again, this is another pattern that is not necessarily holiday specific, but it works on any cozy page. The flip side is all of these gingerbread houses. Many of us have gingerbread house making traditions, and so I thought that this was a fun paper. You could use it as a pattern, but you could also, of course, cut out individual gingerbread houses and line them up. They would make a nice border or edge on something. They'd work really well because of the small scale. They'd work really, really well in pocket pages or traveler's notebooks. Next, we have another paper from Cartabella's Peaceful Christmas Flora, and this one is called Peaceful Christmas Stems. No, Peaceful Stems. And this is absolutely beautiful. I love the rich green and the sage green. Love that. And the sage green shows up here. I think that these two, of course, they're from the same collection, so these two work particularly well together. But I also think that this would work well with some of these items, like this, or even that would look cute. Even that would look cute. They all look amazing. Actually, I can't wait to mix and match all of these colors. But this, again, is because it's Cartabella. It is a textured cardstock paper. The flip side is another basic red, this time with little white stars on it. It's so cute. We're going to have so many options for reds that read as solids in this kit. We have a very fun piece from Echo Park. This is from the Happy Holidays collection, and the paper is called Dear Santa, and it has this mail strip all along the outside edge of it, and then these little Christmas themed stamps. You could scrapbook your child's letter to Santa on this. That would be kind of like the most obvious thing that you might want to do with this. And the nice thing about these papers is that they're already They're almost like a plug and play kind of scrapbooking opportunity. Of course, you can use this as your background and do all of the embellishing and layering that you want, but this would also look really nice with just tape your child's Christmas letter here and call it a day. And that could be a really easy way to add the Christmas letter and not have a whole lot of fuss. On the flip side, we have all of these adorable little stamps, and they're so cute. I love the retro motif. And these would look cute cut out as a strip or individually, or using it as a really cool pattern as well. I would be inclined to cut along it and have like a jaggedy edge and have the bottom be this and the top be something else. If you get the pattern paper add-on, you will have 2 of this, so you can use it for this. And then maybe this facing page, you could cut out some of these from the other piece and have those 2 pages coordinate with one another. We're closing out the paper with none other than Vicky Bouton Peppermint Kisses paper. So this one is this beautiful wreath with a dotted distressed background. There's some little distress markings here and more over on this side. Really, really pretty. And again, these backgrounds look so great that you could just put a couple of layers, a photo, a little bit of journaling, and call it a day. Or you could go to town with embellishing this. And I have some ideas. Our confetti mix would look amazing sprinkled around the outside edges of this. The flip side, get a load of this. This is one of the most beautiful blues I've ever seen. I am not a blue gal. I do not love blue. It's not my favorite color, but this is fantastic. And look at the designer strip on this paper. It is this black border strip with the little holly and the pine tree sprigs. It's just gorgeous. These light blue hearts have music notes in them. Little bits of music. That is amazing. This paper would be perfect for documenting a holiday concert or even a non-holiday concert, any kind of concert. It would be great for any night pages. I could see the lighting of the Christmas tree in our community. Those sorts of memories would be great documented with this. So that's the paper. I'm going to leave it in frame so that you can see how the paper coordinates with the embellishments. So this is Paige Evans' Sugar Plum Wishes foam stickers. It's a 12 by 12 sheet of foam stickers. And what I love about these foam stickers, it's a little bit different than other foam stickers we've had in previous months, is that the paper on them is matte. So it doesn't have that shininess. I don't mind shininess, but this is really different. It does have shininess in the hits of gold foil. There's a red gold foil highlight to some of these, and so that sparkles, but the rest of it, or I guess shines, it doesn't sparkle but it shines, but the rest of it is this matte finish. Then we have a set of thickers from the Sugar Plum Wishes collection, and these are mini foam letter stickers, so they do have some dimension to them. And these ones at the top you can mix and match, and then these ones at the bottom are red gold foil or red foil. And there's a complete alphabet, so there's, 2 sides, complete alphabet of each one. They're lovely, and I really love that these ones are included in this kit because these letter stickers will work particularly well with some of these more classically colored red and green embellishments, whereas these will work amazingly with some of these more colorful patterns at the front of the kit. We get 2 Prima gold doilies, and then we have a packet of Joy confetti. This is exclusive to the kit and designed to coordinate with the colors in the kit. Here they are, up close and personal. We have a light pink, a chartreuse green, red, and those amazing little gold, tiny gold stars. This is one of my favorite, I say this every month, but this really is one of my favorite confetti mixes. I love them all. We get 3 of these rose gold paper clips with little hearts on them. That's how they look when they're on a piece of paper. They're so adorable. And then if you wanted the non-heart look, you could just put them on backwards. So this is the 45-piece goodie bag from Vicki Boutin from her Peppermint Kisses collection. And this is the back side. It shows you all of the pieces that come in this. We have acetate, vellum, and cardstock all mixed together in this beautiful little pack. Now, I did want to give you a sense of just how many goodies come in this pack. I mean, obviously there's 45, but they're all different sizes, and I wanted you to have a sense of how many of them were cardstock, how many of them were vellum, and how many of them were acetate, which gives you lots of different options for texture. Next, we have a pack of Paige Evans embellishments. There are several pieces that are open for you to do some journaling on. Those are the images on the back. I'm just going to show this set in detail as well. I wanted you to get a sense of the size of them. You can see some of them really fill up my hand. Many of them have perforated places where you can tear them apart. And I like that some of them have a white outline and some of them don't have a white outline. So there's lots of variety here in this pack. And then the last thing that comes with the main kit is digital die cut files. So these are for using in your Silhouette or your Brother Scan and Cut or Cricut or whatever cutting machine you have. And this first one is our background piece. I'm envisioning backing each of these with a different pattern paper from the kit. It's going to be so beautiful. Whether you decide to take patterns from this light and colorful section or more of the traditional section, you're going to get a completely different look. You can use these as a single piece like this, or you can cut them up individually, and you could also cut multiples of these and piece them together to cover a whole 12 by 12 background paper if you were super committed to the idea. Then on the icons file, we have the word joy, and you can layer it with a different colored background and then the word layered on top of it, or you could use the word alone. We have some little sprigs, and these little sprigs are actually designed to go in amongst the wreath from last month's kit. We asked Nicole to design an insert that you could cut a whole bunch of these and then add them to that wreath, and it would make the wreath very Christmassy. And then we also have some individual holly leaves that you could also add to that wreath, and some branches as well. So you could get a bunch of different looks. And of course you can use these as individual little sprigs that you could put in your layers. There's a cute little Christmas tree that you could cut, some stamps that you could cut, and some snowflakes, a star and a heart. Next, I'm going to show you the embellishment add-on for the Joy Kit, and I've just left the papers out here just for a reference so that you can see how beautifully these embellishments coordinate with the papers that come in the main kit. First, we have from Vicki Boutin's Peppermint Kisses collection, we have these puffy sticker titles. These are so beautiful. They have some of the lime green in them, as well as some darker pink and reds and blues, of course, to pick up on some of the other items in the papers. That tealy color green that has a bit of a blue undertone to it shows up in these as well. Lots of stars and hearts and swirlies, as well as the titles. So Vicki Boutin always does a really great job of filling her sheets with lots of wonderful product. Always nice to have some pre-made titles as well. Then we have another set of thickers. These ones are larger than the ones in the main kit, and they come in black and they come in a gold. It's that nice matted gold foil, which I really love. And they are chipboard letter stickers. They do come with some numbers as well. And then we also have some gold enamel dots, and they are also in that matte form of gold, not too reflective. These are from Pink Fresh Studio from Garden Bouquet. And then we have a set of die cuts that I kind of alluded to when I was going through the papers and saying, if you don't like fussy cutting, look at this. They don't even have the white edges on them. They're beautiful. That's the snapshot of all of them. And then you'll see that some of them are this white glitter paper. The snowflakes have a glittery texture to them. So, so pretty. And there are a lot of snowflakes. You could use these liberally and you're not going to run out. They're very, very pretty. Some die cuts that have a bit of a border on them. The border is either blue or green or pink or white. And then we also have some that have more of a fussy cut look to them, which I greatly appreciate. These are so pretty. And then the rest of them, I think, all have the border on them, but they're not all white borders, which is quite nice. Nice to have different looks. So that is the floral embellishment pack from Paige Evans' Sugar Plum Wishes. The most fun thing in the kit, in my opinion, are these adorable chipboard frames. They all have a pom-pom edging on them. I love working with frames. I love using them as frames, but I also really love using them as layers to ground other things. And I think that this trim just adds so much texture and beauty to your page, and it's also so much fun. So we have one that has a glitter gold with a green pom-pom. This one has this beautiful sophisticated plaid with a red pom-pom around it. Black pom-pom with this buffalo plaid type of thing. And if you don't like that, you could use the other side and cover this with something else. A piece of pattern paper. It's only square, so it would be pretty easy to cover. And then another gold one, this time with white pom-poms. And these would, if you don't want to use them as frames, you could actually cut them up and get quite a bit of use out of them by just tucking them. You know, you could cut them at each corner like this, and you'd end up with 4 pieces that you could just stick in behind things. So it would look kind of like this, sticking out under a layer. So this is the embellishment add-on from the Joy Kit. This month we're also including a mixed media add-on for the Joy Kit, and this add-on I'm so excited about. We've had so many requests for a mixed media add-on, and here it is. I'm happy to introduce it this month. And this month we have the Bow Bunny stencil paste. I have used this in a different color though at a crop. I borrowed some from somebody and it is amazing. I can't wait to play with it. Then we have a Vicki Boutin stencil brush, and this is really great for moving media around on your page, getting it into the stencil. Basically any color medium that you want to pick up, you can pick it up on this brush. It keeps your media from going under the stencil and bleeding when you use a flat, stiff brush like this. So this is a very handy tool to have in your stash. This paste you can use with a popsicle stick or a palette knife or even an old gift card or whatever. You can just kind of scoop a little bit out and then scrape it on. And this paste will give you some texture with the stencils if you use it with a palette knife. So the stencils that are included in this mixed media kit are part of this 3 stencil kit from Vicki Boutin from her Peppermint Kisses collection. We have a snowflake stencil. We have this beautiful mosaic poinsettia type of stencil. And then we have a beautiful plaid, which of course can be used year round. I am really looking forward to playing with these items as well. We also have 2 individual items that are available for add-ons for the Joy Kit, including the Vicki Boutin Peppermint Kisses paper pad in the 6x8 size. This is my favorite size for pocket scrapping because these papers are so easily cut down to 6x4 or 3x4, and they're also really great for using as they are and just scoring down the center to have a 4x6 flip, or cut them in half this way and score them in the center for a 3x4 flip. This would make a great flip. You could cut this down, score it like this, and then you've got 2 flips that have the insides already done with journaling space, and all you'd have to do is deal with the front side of this. So this is great. I love that. Lots of little cut aparts. These are great for card making, pocket page scrapping, traveler's notebooks, mini albums, and anything else that you might want to work on over the holidays. These little stitching trees really caught my eye, and I thought that you guys might want to play around with these and add them as embellishments or put them on cards or do whatever you'd like with them. But I thought that this was really cute. They're going to make beautiful little embellishments that coordinate so well with the kit, but you could also use them on almost anything. And it's a really great way to try your hand at stitching if you might feel a little bit intimidated about stitching directly on your layout. You can stitch on these and then put these on your layout. You'll get lots of different colors of thread that coordinate with the kit as well. So you might want to use some of your extras of this floss on your page as well. So this is a great little add-on. So those are the Joy kits for November of 2023. You can grab these kits over at MercyTiaraKits.com. The link is in the information section below. I hope you have a great time scrapping with this kit, and I can't wait to see what you make. Take care and have a really great scrappy week.